All right, guys. So I'm jumping in here on AI agent. I'm just going to go over a quick overview of what this is. So don't let any of this actual chart confuse you. I just want to explain how AI agents work. And I'm inside of an N8N software, N8N, man, I don't know how you're supposed to say it, but this is a simple workflow that you can build that's extremely efficient. So the way the AI agents works is this agent is gonna perform a task for you. So the whole point of the agent is when you put in information, which is we're gonna go through this really quickly, you want to get an answer without having to go through several documents, do calculations, manual work, etc. So the way that this AI agent works is when you type into the chat, which would be whatever chatbot you have set up, the agent is going to access a model, which is either ChatGPT or OpenAI or Claude, or it could be Gemini, whatever your AI model is. It's going to use that as its thinking, like its brain capacity to think. And it's also going to use the simple memory that you have, locally on your computer, to actually have a way to store data. Then it's going to the tool, right? The tool that you're using to access information is going to be here. So in this particular example, Google Sheets is the tool we're using. So for this Google Sheet, this particular Google Sheet, there's information already on it. So it's going to read this sheet and get and output an answer for us in the Slack module. Okay. So when I put in a chat message, it's gonna have a Google Sheet. It's gonna put the output in a Slack message. So a person would put in the chat, and the answer would come in the Slack message. In this example, okay. Now this output could be other things. This tool could be Google Drive. It could be Airtable. It could be anything that's a database or anything that holds document or data is what a tool can be. Memory is going to be simply what memory you're using either locally or on the cloud to store memory as this whole process is going on. The chat model is simply what AI software are you using in order to think about this question that's entered, access this data, and give an answer. So instead of what we would have to do manually, which is you would have, for this example, you would have to open a Google Sheet, go through the Google Sheet, get the information, then email or message the person the information manually to Slack. Now, the way that this is going to work is I'm going to ask it a question. This particular Google Sheet is just a Google Sheet of projects, tracked projects, how much they cost, all of these things, right? Completed projects, non-completed projects, the whole thing. So I'm going to use this chat, okay? I'm going to use this chat, guys, to actually get an answer for a question that I would have to manually get the answer for if I didn't have it. So let's just go ahead and type the question. So again, this Google Sheet is storing project data on line by line. So I'm going to ask it how much money in total is there for all of the projects on this sheet? Or I could say, how much is the amount, total dollar amount, okay, for all the projects on this sheet. Okay, so it's going to access it. This is how we're going to ask the question. We make it simple. So let's see what we get. Let's see how it turns out. All right, you see it's working, accessing the data sheet. ChatGPT is thinking of how it can answer this question, and then boom, executed successfully. Let's see what we got here, guys. So here's the Slack message again. So let's see. It gave me the message that says, hey, to calculate the total amount dollar of all the projects in this list, I will sum up the project budget values. Here are the values. It did it. Now let's sum these amounts. Boom. The total dollar amount for all the projects on the sheets. It did it for me. Now, had I not had this, I would have had to go through, or a team member would have to go through and add each line item to see what the total is. But we got it in about 10 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, right? So this is a very, very, very simple AI agent. But this is just a glimpse of what it could do. So instead of this taking somebody 15, 20 minutes to do, they could just came in here, typed the question, hey, what's the total for all the projects on the sheet? Boom, they would have got the answer and they're on to the next task. Extremely efficient, very streamlined, and this is the wave of the future. Again, this is a very, very, very simple AI agent. Maybe next video I'll do a more complex one, but I wanted to show and share with you how AI agents work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been Steve, Momentum Marketing Tips. We'll see you later.